we now return to Donkey Kong Country Returns. When last we left off, we'd finished the first 3 levels. Now it's time to move on to the next 3 levels. First one for the day is the 4th one, which is Sunset Shore. And it is adequately named because look at that art style. It's really fascinating, I think. Yeah, everything's going to be fairly transparent, so get used to that. And look, we got our old friend hiding in the back here, as always. Not as always, but as is quite frequently the case. And just rolling here. Rolling while swinging to this awesome jazzy version of the Jungle Hijinx theme. And these bushes, yeah, watch out for them. Tricky little buggers, aren't they? And often if you get all the circling bananas here, they'll give you something like that, so pay attention to those. Just keep rolling, 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 rolling. Oh, great job there. If you notice, these platforms can be straightened out by ground pounding. That'll lead to getting many things, not just O's and hearts. Love that giant. Looked like a banana for a sec. Turned out to be thing's mouth. I don't know. That's always a cool thing. Got the ants crawling on the ground. Thankfully they have no purpose, as in being an enemy or something. Oh, it looks like that was forming a creature's opening mouth, but the background images just now that formed a banana, that's just what they were there for, so cool. Shine bright like the sun, and leads us to a puzzle piece. Yay! That's one that's easy to miss, so standing on that platform is going to be good. Man, I wish I could be wherever the setting for this level is right now. I don't know how many of you fellow viewers or other directors had to experience the 3 feet of snow we in the Northeast experienced. It was awful. Almost as awful as missing this puzzle piece that's very easily missable. But yeah, we were just stuck in, and I had to shovel. I burned a lot of fat and gained a lot more muscle by shoveling. Nowhere near as muscular as Donkey Kong, but still, it was horse shit having to do all that shoveling. From the south, I shouldn't have to put up with all that snow. Seriously. WTF, mate. And WTF, mate, was up with that lack of an attack or dodge on my part. Banana coin. Nana coin. We might use him later. We might not. We probably won't. Whatever. Love that jazzy tune. Now, this one's easy to miss. You have to hop over this creature-looking thing's head. And in the crook here, there's a puzzle piece. What you're supposed to do is bash down on this thing, and that opens up. And then if you do that, you can't reach it, so you gotta get the puzzle piece first. You gotta be careful of that. And let's go ahead and beat up the barrel. Oh. And bam, 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 bam. Never gets old. Alright, and on to our next one. It is good to be able to not have to worry about doing things other than playing games and recording them, because for the... that blizzard was just awful. And they're saying we're gonna get more. I'm hoping not, but, you know, we'll see. We were supposed to get 6 inches today, but we got nothing, which was a blessing, to be sure. Huh. Nothing over to our left this time, how odd. Can't even talk to that giraffe, unfortunately. Now, as you saw in the title, the level name for this is Canopy Canyons. Can you guess what we'll be using a lot of? Spoiler alert, it's not minecarts. No, it is. This whole level is based around cannons. Yeah, that first K is hard to miss, isn't it? Now, some of these get a little tricky. Like, that looked like it could easily hide a puzzle piece, but it's not. They'll get trickier, though. And definitely take your time with these. You don't want to get hurt accidentally. Yeah, first puzzle piece is relatively easy. And the second puzzle piece is kind of dickish. Obviously, you want to get the O. And go into the second barrel, but don't go right away. Go straight down. And you don't die, you get a puzzle piece. Like I said, dickish, but you got it at least. And after that, there's just, still don't get it, these red birds here. Here's our secret. I don't know if this one has been shown, how... I think I did it in the first one, how you want to avoid, obviously, getting shot into that automatic down barrel, and instead, yeah, get all the bananas and coins. Usually, in between each time the down barrel goes through the middle, you have 2 shots back and forth, and if you just do it quickly enough, you'll get it right away. Now, backtrack. Only a little bit, though. Not right into the birds, that would be stupid. This one here, nothing to it. And some things I mentioned last time, the pig, I've looked everywhere, I haven't found a name for him, so I assume he's just a checkpoint pig. Not nearly as sexy as the checkpoint girls in Cruisin' USA, of course. Duga checkpoint! That's what I think of every time I see the pig. You gotta be careful on getting that in. You have to time it where it's just a little bit ahead of you. And I mentioned that this was not Rare last time, and that's true. It's actually Retro Studios, who is responsible for the Metroid Prime series, which I adore, so love it, you know. Hey look! A suspicious-looking banana. And it leads to a puzzle piece, who'da thunk. And now this last part, I think we're in the clear now. Oh, this G here. Okay, good. And now... Man, they sure do want to hit home the idea that those falling, screaming totem poles are legitimate enemies, but they're just more bizarre than anything, I think. They are not canonical to the Donkey Kong series, but whatever. Alright. That was kind of cool. Missed a DK. That was kind of a cool way to get out of the level. Having it be going through an entire totem like that. It reminds me just how well designed this game is. Like, the whole idea of it. It's all... The designs are all spectacular. The concepts for getting around the levels is fun. Along with slightly challenging, especially when later, you'll see. Gee, I wonder where our first puzzle piece is. It's probably very well hidden. Oh wait, here it is. They really have to stop doing that, I remember saying to myself, but... Of course, that's not the last one we'll be able to see in hiding in plain sight at the beginning of a level. But you might have noticed, the name of this stage is Crazy Cart. And we're not going to go into the carts yet. We're going to get this hidden gem. These bananas. Yeah, you didn't think we couldn't go a single Donkey Kong game without some kind of karting, did you? I mean, it's kind of one of the mainstays of the series, really. I don't know why. I mean, I understand being in a forest, they're, like, lines, I guess, but... I don't know. They just have them in every single Donkey Kong game without fail. I didn't play the Donkey Kongas, so I don't know about that. They probably did, though. Anyway, that's all we have for outside. Let us go underground! To a fairly quick-paced cart area, I must say. And to be ready at all times. First thing is going to be a K. Here's a mole, jump on another mole, and this third mole, jump on him high, and there's the K. I don't really know where moles come into the Donkey Kong lexicon either, but jump over this mole, and there we go. Puzzle piece. O is quickly up there. Don't worry about getting these things in a row. Jump quickly for that one, just before it gets to the edge. Like, slightly before. You'll feel like you won't be able to jump it all the way, but you will. And this one's quick? Okay. Yes, before the first checkpoint, we have all the puzzle pieces. And yay for totally missing that jump. Anyway... the rest of the... we have all 5 puzzle pieces now, so... and they never hide the letters to the point where you can't find them, so everything else is going to be fairly straightforward. That N is a piece of shit, though. You have to jump at the very last minute to get it. Stupid. The G, though, from what I remember, is not too hard to get. It's just dodging these flaming tikis, etc. Oh, there it is. And now, just enjoy the backgrounds, which, I must reiterate, are really spectacular. And jump before that, and this, and now we're good. Very elegantly, Donkey Kong. Beat him up! Man, I love it when I get the multiplier and get multiple life balloons. That would be the best. But banana coins will come in handy, too. Well, that's 3 levels. I'll get to those kinds of levels later. I feel like I have enough time to go ahead and do the boss fight. Might as well. Mugly's Mound. You'll never guess what the main enemy's name is. That was a stupid joke. Of course you know what it is. So who is Mugly exactly? Sounds like this big, burly gangster guy, but he's really just a fat ass that eats bananas. He's unfazed. Look at him, he's a total dumbass look. He's probably so naive he doesn't even know what he's doing, but he's being forced to beat up Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong by these stupid tikis. He's probably really an innocent creature. I almost feel bad about beating him up. Almost. So, in deriving inspiration from the original Donkey Kong games, you can imagine that the first boss in this game draws inspiration from the first boss in Donkey Kong Country. He jumps around and you jump on his back or head. Or head in the original Donkey Kong, but in this one it's just the back. And the developers thought, just in case you weren't smart enough to figure that out, they put a target on his back, literally. And basically goes through this shtick every couple of times, and you notice he changed color. That didn't make him too terribly difficult. Yay for failing to hit on him twice. He sends a little earthquake, you'll get used to that, and that was stupid. And by get used to that, I mean you'll get used to other bosses, final bosses doing that too. Oh my god, he turned red, he must be so angry. I don't know. Red's my favorite color, though. Hey, look, a heart! Red, heart. Valentine's Day was recently. Hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I spent it alone. My Valentine was in another city. But enough about that, we just beat this Mugly. Very overly dramatic death scene there. Gotta love it. And that Tiki gets a very well-deserved migraine for being such a dick to this poor, innocent creature. At least I think he was innocent. And now the fun part begins! Wait for it. Bam, 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 bam! Yeah, we get to really sock it to the final bosses, too. Which is a lot of fun. 21 hits, that's pretty good. He ought not be able to get back up from that, I say. So that was Mugly's Mound, and that was kind of the first jungle area. And like I said, we'll get to those other levels later. Next, we'll go to the beach, because every Nintendo game has to have a beach theme in it, goddammit! Sorry. See you guys next time? Yeah. Bye.